Just so you know, I can lift that big pumpkin with one arm. Fabio. We're in the kitchen today. All right, enough Fabio. We are with Sydney Meers from Stove, the restaurant in Portsmouth. Sydney, what do we got cooking? Tell me it's goose.
It's goose.
It's not goose, but please, tell me what we have today.
We're going to do some big old gigantic diver scallops. We're going to sear them and put them on. I've got some local fresh squash, some Hubbard and some Cushaw.
Okay.
We're going to whip it up and put a little caper cream on top.
We are going to whip it up.
That's right.
I like that. Fabio likes big, big scallops because I am the man in the kitchen and you will help me eat it today.
And I made a bunch so that you can feed the women with you.
Awesome. My women. We will get back to cooking in a few minutes with Sydney. All right, back now in the kitchen with Chef Sydney Meers from the Stove Restaurant in Portsmouth. He's going to make pan-seared jumbo goose. No, pan-seared jumbo scallops on a pan roast of Hubbard and cashew squash, fennel and basil top with cucumber baby caper sauce. All right, I know I screwed that up. Sydney,
Yeah, it's Cushaw.
Cushaw. You know, I am the world's most handsome man, not the smartest man.
I know, so you're not the smartest. Well,
So,
see, you can't have it all. You just can't have it all.
Well, when you have what I have, you don't need everything else.
That's right.
Did you know I have three pools?
No, I didn't.
I do. I have 3 pools. One is loaded with money. The other is loaded with gold. The third's full of cheese. So, because I like cheese. All right, Sydney, what do we got going on here?
All right, we're sauteing off our scallions, our shallots, and our fennel. Get a little flavor going. We've got a little basil in there.
Some say basil, some say basil.
Well, you know, it's basil, and people who say basil are stupid.
Oh, well, I said basil.
You know, it's kind of like tomato and tomato. I've never heard anybody call it a tomato.
Really?
Now,
Tomato.
taste the difference in each one of these. Taste
Okay,
that first.
if I can find it. Mmm. Fabio like.
Now, see the sweetness in that one. That's your Hubbard, and this is your Cushaw.
Fabio.
So we're going to put them both in there together.
They're both beautiful. Like me.
Yes, they are. So we'll saute that, and we'll get a little salt and pepper, a little sea salt. I use sea salt, and then I put a little smoked sea salt in here with my white pepper, which is pretty tasty. At the end, we'll put a little bit of ground black pepper.
Can you see through this? Can you see through this, Sydney?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
It's hard, but I'm doing it.
Checking.
But see, that's nice and pretty right there.
Yes,
now we're going to
like
put just like you.
Put some more basil in there.
Well, this is going to go in this pan and get our cream ready. And you can see these little buds in here. They're full of that rich basil flavor.
Rich like me.
Like you, with one of your swimming pools full of money.
That's right. No
Now,
cheese.
this is good old fat, heavy cream. So we're going to do this before the exercise lady gets here.
Fabio likes cream. Okay, so we've got the squashes and the creams.
Yeah, we got the cream going, so we're going to add our capers, which give a little acid to it. A nice little flavor.
Basilio.
And then I saved a little bit of fennel to go in that as well, because I love that anise flavor.
My women like that flavor too.
Well, why wouldn't they? Now,
I
can
bet
you?
this works well with the ladies, huh?
It does. It does. Now you can
Sorry,
see.
Sydney, man. I had too much fun this morning.
I know you should. Well, you know, I came dressed today as a fat chef. Do you like my outfit?
You're doing well. You're doing well. You pull it off, Sydney. All right. How we doing in here? Tell me, hey, you know what? How long has Stove in Portsmouth been around?
5 years.
5 years.
Today.
5 years today?
Yes, today. Our
So we're
fifth
celebrating, huh?
anniversary. That's right.
So everybody's
We're 5 years old.
So how was that first night on Halloween? Was that a good night?
It was crazy, and everybody came dressed as a stove.
Really?
3 people did.
Nice.
They
That's
made
cool.
a little stove outfit. So it's kind of fun. Some of them came as waiters.
Waiters.
Yeah, which is kind of boring, but
Yeah, I know. Well, that'll happen.
now see our
They're
cream
hoping to get
starting to
free
work.
food.
Yeah.
Cream
Well, it
is
didn't
really
work.
good.
It was the first night. You never give free food on the first night.
No, no.
Always on the second.
Okay.
Now
So,
see how that's glazing over? So we've got that looking nice and
so we're going to introduce the main course here in a few minutes, right?
yes,
Scallops
we're going to do the
make an
scallops here
appearance.
in just a minute. We want to get our cream reducing first because the scallops we just want to sear.
Yes. Just
If we put
real
them
quick.
on right now, yeah, it's going to be a little bit of a
Well,
problem.
Sydney, this looks really awesome. Fabio-like.
Good.
Fabio-like.
Fabio will get to eat in a minute.
Fabio-like. Fabio will enjoy, and I promise you, my ladies will like it too. Back to you guys.
That is.
All right, we're back in the kitchen with Chef Sydney Meers from Stove, the restaurant in Portsmouth. Stove Restaurant celebrating 5 years in Norfolk, Portsmouth. All right, Sydney, what do we got here?
Well, we got
you
some
cooked
big
everything
old
up prior.
fat diver scallops.
Now we're getting into the scallop. This is the
Yeah.
part I like.
Yeah, and these are big and fat, and it doesn't take long to sear them. We like to get them brown on each side, about 1.5 minutes on each one. Now we've got the pan roast is ready,
Right.
and we've got the cream sauce. As you can see, it's gotten a nice thickness
Is
to
that
it.
just the way you want it? I know you
That's
want
just
it to
like we want it.
reduce,
We
right?
just want it to just sit on the top of the scallops. We don't want it to get into our pan roast.
Right.
So that's the fun of that.
So how long on the scallops? Just a little bit on both sides?
Very little time. As a matter of fact, you can see it's already starting to brown.
Okay.
So, and you want to cook, just barely glaze the pan with oil. I use olive oil.
Right. So does Fabio.
Fabio,
I like,
yes,
I like, I like
he uses
olive,
on his
I like
skin
olive
too,
oil,
right?
Yes, all over my body.
That's why you have so many babes.
That's right. The 80s babe is going to feed me later. Along with Alien Girl. Fabio, not scared. Okay. So
we'll sear these at about a moderately high temperature because we want to cook them fast and hold in the moisture of the scallop.
so tell me about Stove the restaurant right now. You got a fall menu? How
Yep.
we doing over there?
We're doing good. We do a lot of farmers out the way, Clark's Farm,
Right.
Darden's, bunch of people out west, and there's some down in Pongo that we do. And we get, as you can see, these are winter squashes. I also have ghost pumpkin,
Oh, wow.
white pumpkins, peanut pumpkins, which are real tasty. Very similar to Q-Show, except more pumpkin-y flavor.
That looks delicious, by the way.
This is very delicious, and it smells good. And you can see our cucumbers have been added, so they got a nice little glaze to them. So I'll put a little bit of a
Okay.
taste here for you.
You're going to let me taste it now?
Uh-huh.
Usually we taste at the end.
We're going to do both.
So you're because I am Fabio?
Because you're Fabio.
Oh, you're gonna let me
You're
taste it
treated
now.
special, baby.
Okay. Fabio gets a quick sneak peek of some basil. Basilia. Fabio. Of course, that was fabulous. and when we're done here in the kitchen, just so you know, we are going to clean with Fabuloso. Fabio. All right, enough of that. How else am I supposed to act today with this outfit on, right? Okay, Sydney, let's wrap this
Exactly.
puppy up.
All right,
the
so we're gonna
scallops
put
are looking
some-
just about ready.
Yep, they
What
are.
is this other stuff?
So we're going to put a little scallop on here for you.
Oh, yeah.
And this one right here is nice and tender and ready. And then we're going to put a little bit of this cucumber and caper sauce right there.
Wow, that
Now-
looks pretty awesome.
Yeah, so try it now. Take a bite of that
no,
scallop.
no. I
No, you
can't.
want to
No,
wait?
The ladies,
All right.
the ladies will
The
get
ladies
upset.
get to go
The
first.
ladies will want to wait with
Well, it's a
Fabio.
simple dish, and you can make it really quick. So
Yeah.
if you go home after work and you've got friends coming over, you just pull your scallops out, you get your pan roast ready, and 15, 20 minutes you've got whole dinner.
And Stove the restaurant, not just seafood though, right? What else are you guys
Oh, we
known
do
for?
meat. We do. We house age our meat for about
So-
30 to 40 days.
Okay, Sydney Meers, that's great information, a great
Yep.
looking dish. 2622 Detroit Street, Port Norfolk, Portsmouth, 397-0000. StoveRestaurant.com. Sydney, great job. Looks good.
Thank you,
Fabio like.
Fabio. Like.